Hey everybody, Multiclass Gamer here. Welcome back to more Metroid Prime Trilogy. In the last episode, we restored the planetary energy to Torvis after defeating the Chaika, which was a rather infamous boss battle from the original blind LP of Metroid Prime 2, Echoes. Although that was more on my part, but yeah, some also from the how a couple people respond in the comments. But for the most part, people were very constructive and very justified what they had to say. Now, let's move on, shall we? Oh yeah, also another thing that I did wrong on my part was I spent basically the entire next episode, like all of episode 39, apologizing. And yes, I think maybe like a single apology, just one apology at the beginning of the episode was in order. But I didn't need to, like, I don't know, I spent that entire episode like self-hating and, all the other bullshit, taken way too seriously, like all the hatred that I got, or well, the little hatred I did, and just kind of take it too far, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, Dark Ether. In time, we created machines to open rifts to our enemy's world. Volunteer scouts went through the rifts and found a twisted world, harsh and poisonous, a dark aether. They discovered that this world may held the missing half of our planet's energy. They also saw the true force of the enemy, a race we come to call Ing, meaning terror. Our scouts could not survive long on the surface of Dark Ether, so venomous was its air. Still, we vowed to return. We prepared for war. One apology I will issue, just a single apology in this episode, though, is if I came off as overzealous in that last episode. I just want to make that clear, okay? I'm not directing any of those comments that I said towards the people who were actually constructed towards me. It's just all the hater comments I've gotten, not just in that particular episode, not just, in all of Metroid Prime 2, but the entire trilogy, especially in Metroid Prime 1. It was mostly focused on, like, all the hater comments I got have mostly been in Prime 1, especially the earlier episodes. Just because people can't stand the fact that I was playing differently than how they would on their first playthrough. Like, it's literally how people are. It's so ridiculous. But, yeah, enough on that. Besides the fact, I will say that still to this very day I get comments about this, and that was, again, part of the motivation to do this entire Let's Play. I know it's not going to stop those comments. I know it's not. And that was one of the very few instances where I actually considered disabling the comments, because it's just ridiculous, like, how people are. Like, how scummy and disgusting people are. I mean, if you go to those episodes, you might not see those comments. That's because I blocked those people. I removed them because I'm just so sick of reading them. But they're going to keep on coming, and from here on out, I'm just going to let them stay there, and they can, it'll just serve as a reminder of this kind of scummy person that they are. Maybe look back on my comment in the future, like many years down the road, and feel bad for saying it, but probably not, because that's how people are. They don't change. Most people don't. Anyways, that rant out of the way. Let's continue on. Let's press on. Forget all about this, and move on to more positive matters, such as the fact that the reason why I left in this trip back to Great Temple, so I just wanted to emphasize how gorgeous Torvis Bog looks after you've returned the planetary energy. I just love how you can see, like, the sun come back in, the fact that it's no longer raining endlessly. So maybe at some point we'll recover and become the once lush green forest it once was. Who knows? No longer a swamp. I mean, swamps are still good. Swamps are good, are very very important pieces of very important for the environment, stuff like that. Whatever. Swamps are very important ecosystems. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. For reasons I'm not going to go into, because I'm no biologist. Okay, I'm not the one that can explain that to you. I just know they are from what I learned personally in high school and shit like that, And college. I did take a biology class in college as well, so yeah. Only be taught, like, pretty much basically the same shit I was taught in high school. Seriously, it's no different. Didn't feel any different, that's for sure. Okay. So yes, we're going back to Dark Ether. Obviously, there's only one place left for us to go to. We've heard mention about this particular place, about, like, a fortress in the cliffs. That's where we're going next. We haven't found out the official title is. Also, this room, yes. Now, this room permanently becomes a dark pirate commando room. Also, so whenever you go through there on your way to Torvis Bog, yep, you're gonna be dealing with those guys. sometimes they lock the door, sometimes they don't. I'm not sure. It really depends. It seems really random whether or not the doors lock whenever Dark Pyre Commandos appear. Because obviously it wasn't the case there. I was able to get to the door that time. More of these guys. But yeah, let's get our next objective from UMOS. I mean, obviously it means going through... which way was it? Yeah, this way. I mean, we can open that door right now and just head that way, but still, I always like to talk to UMOS and hear from them whenever we, you know, do a good deed for them, because, you know, it's nice to be appreciated, you know? I cannot emphasize that enough. In fact, appreciation is what ultimately determines how hard I work at work, you know? If my boss doesn't appreciate me, I'm not gonna put in the effort, because they're not making me feel like I'm worth it. The Temple of Torvis glows with energy once more. Only one temple remains without the light of Aether. Did you see my YouTube channel? Did you see it, Samus? My reaction? You should watch it if you haven't. You must travel to our fortress, high in the cliffs. The last temple lies in the fortress. Seek knowledge there before invading the Ing Hive. Be cautious in the fortress. This place was once guarded by machines of our creation, but now they are corrupted slaves of the Ing. They will not see you as a friend. Our goal draws ever closer. Let the light of Aether be your guide. I'm seriously wondering if they took, like, inspiration from Star Wars, because, like, this... UMOS looks like he fit very well in Star Wars, or they, whatever. I'm saying that now because, like, I'm pretty sure I don't think Luminoth have genders. I'm just guessing right here, just guessing right out of the blue here. But that's why I use they for Luminoth. It may have been mentioned once. Maybe it was mentioned. Actually, yeah, I think it was. I think it's mentioned at some point that there's at least like there's like one instance in this game where there's mention of like a mother and their offspring. I don't know. I'm thinking of like a very specific moment. It's like that we're not gonna see for quite a while. Anyways, beyond the pathway to Sanctuary Sector lies. So the third and final region of the game, well, third and final main region, is the Sanctuary Fortress. And for the first time since episode 2, I think it was, or 3, we're finally here at the save station, and now we have the means to break this, which is blocking our way to a missile expansion that was directly below us the entire time at that save station. Bet you weren't expecting that. Unless you played this before, but meh. Meh. Okay. Oh, how'd you get out of that, dude? Okay, so, and I think that's all the collectibles of the Great Temple. It's just those 2 missile expansions on the way to the different pathways. But anyways, yes, obviously we've already been through a elevator. This is the very first elevator we took up to the Great Temple. Funny how it ended up being the last elevator we unlock at the Great Temple, so that's kind of interesting. Well, a pretty rare instance like that, actually. Okay, open sesame, thank you. So we're back here now. But this time, we have our double jump, so we could access this dark portal here. But for now, that's not necessary. Don't worry, we'll definitely be exploring the Sky Temple grounds quite a bit towards the end of this Let's Play. Because we're going to have to for the sake of getting all the collectibles. But for now, I'd like to press on and enter Sanctuary Fortress, because I'm very much looking forward to returning there. It's a very interesting area. Now, this is the first instance where sometimes you'll run into a dead end and not know what to do. When that happens, switch on your Dark Visor, and you might just find secret things you can only hit with the Dark Visor on with your Seeker Missile. Secret buttons, sensors, whatever they are. I don't care. Now I can easily get back here to where the, oh. Got pirate troopers exploring the ship. That's not good. Oh, they spotted me. Shit. You've seen too much. You didn't see anything. Again, just one charge shot, maybe? gonna say now, hyper mode isn't that difficult. It's just the very last boss that gets me. Ah! Do I dare attempt it in this Let's Play? I don't know, like this bonus episode or something. Just like I'm going to with the Omega Pyre and possibly Thardus. I'm probably gonna include the Thardus battle anyway, since I have to scan Thardus anyways. But, there we go. Once a place of peaceful residence, now a fortress for those who make war. May it find tranquility once more. Well, yeah, Sanctuary Fortress is not a very clever name if it's not exactly a sanctuary now, is it? Now up ahead we have some new enemies. These are Luminoth turrets. But they will not, just because they are supposed to be belong to Luminoth, that doesn't mean that they're going to not hurt us, because they will. Automated heavy defense system. Heavy beam weapon system of Luminoth design. Evade its fire with quick movements. Or just, destroy it with a super missile. Basically, they are the equivalent to the Mega Turrets from Prime 1, so they will do a lot of damage to you. They will do you in good. There we go. Oh, another scan. Let's take a look. The Sky Temple. We learned that the ruler of the Ing dwelled in a place dubbed the Sky Temple by our forces. This place held the planetary energy of Dark Aether as well. It was heavily guarded, and entry was barred by a great gate requiring 10 keys to unlock. These keys were hidden throughout Dark Aether by the Ing. A mission was planned, one that would find the hidden keys and recover our missing energy from the Sky Temple. Huh. Let's keep that in mind later, because we've heard about keys before, right? The key bearers? They probably have something to do with that. Alright, folks, here we are, off to Sanctuary Fortress. This place is freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm heavily impressed by the design of this area. Like, just the outside looks really cool, and the backgrounds and whatnot, like I think it's actually called the letterbox or skybox, or whatever you call it. That alone looks pretty awesome, but so does this area in general. It's, like, so futuristic and cool. Okay, so... Oh, you can even scan the entrance, too. There's a statue of Batar, the founder of the Sanctuary. He lived for nearly 5 centicycles and died in hand-to-hand combat during the first Ing attacks. Okay. And obviously, with this being Sanctuary Fortress, you're going to run into a bunch of Luminoth turrets, so watch out. Just an introduction to them in the temple grounds. There we go. Yeah, like I said, this game pretty much defines. Like, this game is the first thing that reminds me of 2015, like, legitimately. Oh, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of mechanoid-type enemies in this area, too, in this region. These are Serenity-class drones. Independent maintenance units, roving mechanoid assigned to cleaning duties. Unit is unarmed and unarmored. So, basically, you can use them just to get pickups from them early on. The sounds they make when you're destroying is pretty funny, actually. It goes... It's kind of amusing. I am such a cold-blooded killer, aren't I? I mean, they're machines, but still, you know. Machines in a video game. There we go. Every last one killed, it was necessary. I had to put them out of their misery. I mean, I wouldn't want to exist just to clean. That'd be messed up. So I'd be perfectly fine with somebody coming along, killing me, and ending that, quite frankly, tragic existence. Oh yeah, this place is just so cool. Just those wavy lines that go up and down. It's just. That level of detail is just so incredible. These people did an amazing job with this place. Anyways, moving on. Let's across this bridge here. And this, I believe, will be the last time we encounter Pirate Commandos, the light variants. So, make sure to scan them if you haven't already, because this is your last... I'm pretty sure this is your last chance to scan them, actually. And, dear God, watch out for those phazon turrets and set fire them whenever they're close to them. That way you don't get caught in the crossfire yourself. And also when they put their shields, obviously, yeah, you gotta take some necessary measures there to avoid it. Or, well, damage to them to hold their shields up like that. Done yet? Oh, guess not. There's one more of you. How'd you get behind me? That is not cool. You're not supposed to sneak up on me like that. There we go. And the doors are unlocked. Good thing the locked doors aren't a separate scan like they will be in Metroid Prime 3. Oh my god. I just remembered, you know, not too long ago, how much scans there are in Prime 3. The logbook in Prime 3 is so... I swear, it's gotta be much bigger than the ones in Prime 1 and 2, because there are so many ridiculous, arbitrary scans in that game that it's not even funny. You know, first of all, every single type of door, every single one, in every single region is a separate scan. A missile door in one region is a separate scan from a missile door in another region there. It's that crazy. And don't even get me started on the pirates in that game. Scanning all the space pirates. My god. There's different scans for different levels of damage on the space pirates in that game. I don't know how I'm gonna get all the scans in that game. I mean, like, it's not so bad in this game in Prime 1, but seriously in Prime 3, I can never get all the scans in one playthrough of that game. I just can't. Oh, but speaking of which, scanning. Duh. Octopedes. Rogue delivery drone. Lightly armored, disrupted units can explode in self-defense. Basically what they'll do is they'll break formation if you attack them, and they'll try to come at you and explode. It's basically self-destruct. So, kind of dangerous, but not too bad otherwise. And they're also good sources for pickups if you need any. I can definitely use some, that's for sure. There we go. Yeah, bring me the missiles and the energy. Thank you. I will say, I don't go on my way to listen to music, but it's also pretty good. Oh, this room right here. Also, pay attention to these two figures standing here too. They're not active right now, but they will be eventually. That's for sure. Okay, so obviously dead ends. I'm not sure what to do, so Dark Visor time. Get used to that. You're going to be having a lot of instances of that from here on out. There we go. So by opening that door, we unleash one of the worst enemies in the game, the Resbits. Rogue patrol drone. Variable beam cannon and digital virus delivery system makes target very dangerous. Barrier shield and phasing power help protect it from damage. That virus delivery attack, oh my god, it is so annoying. The key to Resbits is get your Dark Visor. It's the same as with Rogue Pirates, or with Pirate Commandos essentially. Just freeze it with a Dark Beam, and then destroy it with a missile. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But if you allow them, if you give them a chance to do their attacks, they are a force to be reckoned with, let me tell ya. Oh, another new enemy. This is the quad. Or, yeah, well, yeah, these are the quads. Quad CM. Rogue combat drone. Command module relies on range attacks. Beam shield can be breached by opposite polarity systems. So they're actually two separate scans, because you have the CM, which is the head, and the MB, which is the body. Main body specialized in close combat. Lower venting system can be damaged by concussive attacks. Boost attacks can be disrupt its vortex spin. So yes, with the head does long range attacks, and the body does a close range attacks, where it does that vortex attack and slides into you, or it'll just whack you. What I like to do with them is destroy the head first. The head is the most annoying out of the two. The body is easy to destroy once you use the boost ball against this attack. I always destroy the head first with a super missile, and then wait for the body to do the spin attack. Eventually it will. Then boost into it. That'll stun it, and then it'll reveal its weak point, which is that red thing that appears at the bottom, and that's how you take it down. If you destroy the body first, you'll then have to deal with the head, and the head is a lot more annoying to deal with by itself than when it's attached to the body. Trust me on this, okay? I'm sure we'll run into instances like that where we have to fight the head by itself, but still, you're better off just destroying the head first. Okay, over here we have a save station. I'm going to use that because this episode's just about over, and on the other side we have a door that we cannot access yet. So, yeah. That sucks. Oh, here we go. So the first thing the res bits will do whenever you encounter them, is they'll put up their shields after a few seconds of, you know, just reacting to seeing you. And then it'll do one of two attacks. So it'll either do that, where it just, you know, it hits you with a laser, or it'll start the virus delivery attack. You'll know when it's doing that attack when you're unable to target it, essentially, because, yeah, that's the start of the virus delivery attack. We'll get to that in just seconds. Well, not just a second. Next episode, actually, because this episode's over. Next time, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, as part of Metroid Prime Trilogy, we're going to further explore the Sanctuary Fortress, probably destroy a lot more res bits, and also quads, and wherever else we need to, on our way to the temple, because that's our first objective in the case of just exploring any major region, obviously. So, see you folks later. Bye. Love you all.